Hi guys, so for today's tutorial is a recap of our previous discussions in Access. So I will demonstrate how to create save, update, delete, and search button. Alright, so let's start. First, let's create a table. So under the create tab, select table. Now you can create your fields. So for this tutorial, I'm planning to create 4 fields or add 4 fields. First one will be the first name, then the last name, then the course, lastly the year level. Now let's save the table and name it student info. Alright, so now that we successfully created our table, let's create our form. So we'll create a form based on these fields or based on this table. So now go to the create tab, then select form. So now we have this pre-designed form based on our created table. So next step is to create our buttons. So first we will create the add new record button, the save new record button, and then the delete record button. So these buttons are very easy to implement here in Access simply because Access provides predefined functions for each button. So it's very easy. Let's start. So now go to the Design tab, select the button, drag it to the form, then a dialog box will appear. So under the dialog box, you can see the categories. So we have the record navigation, record operations, form operations, report operations, etc. But for this specific tutorial, we will just use the record operations. So as you can see, the record operations, it has few functions such as add new record, delete record, duplicate record, print record, save record, and undo record. Right, so our first button, we will create an add new record button. So select that one, click next. Now if you want to alter the appearance of your button, you have an option. Either you can use text or you can use pictures or icons. So I will just use the pictures. Now go to browse, then locate your icons or your downloaded icons. So I will use this one, then click next, then rename the button. So I will name it BTN Add. Now we successfully created our first button. So click that button again, then select layout, then select remove layout. So by removing the layout, we can freely drag this button anywhere in our form. So we will place this button here. Alright, so now let's create our second button, which is the save record button. So again, on the design tab, select button, then drag it to the form, then select record operations, then select save record, next, then browse for an icon. So I will use this icon. Next, then rename the button BTN save and finish. Again, select right click rather, then select layout, then remove the layout, then resize and drag it to your preferred location. Now let's create the third button, which is the delete record button. So again, same procedure, click the design tab, select the button, drag it to the form, click record operations, and select the delete record, then next, and browse for an icon. So I will use this icon, open, then next, then rename. I will name this one BTN remove. Alright, then again right click the button, select remove layout, resize, and then drag. Alright, so now we successfully created our add new record button, save record button, and then delete record button. Now let's move to the search button. So now let's create the search box. So our search box is composed of two things, the text box and then button. So first, let's create the text box. So under the design, select text box, drag it here. Then again, remove the layout so that we can move this one on the upper part of our form. Then delete the label, we don't need that one. Then resize the text box. Next is to create the button. So click the button, then drag it here. So basically MS Access does not have a function or query for search, so we will manually create our own queries. So basically we don't need this button wizard command, so we will just cancel this one. Now remove again the layout and resize your button and place it near the text box. So just resize it like that. Then I will change the caption, so it will be search. Now that we successfully created our search box, we will move to the coding part or the query part. So select the button, then right click, select build event, then select macro, click OK. Then as you can see here, we have so many queries or options, but for the search, we will use the apply filter. Right, so you will write your query inside the where condition text box. So our search box basically is searching certain record through ID, or for our table, the student ID. So first we will type the ID, which is the name of our ID field. Then type like, then quotation. Inside of the open and close quotation will be the asterisk. Then type ampersand. Then type forms, then exclamation, then the name of your form, which is in our case student info, then exclamation, then the name of our search box. So our search box name is text 38. This is a text box. Then another ampersand, then another pair of quotation. Inside will be another asterisk. Save this query, then close. Alright, again, this is the syntax of our search query. So first is the field name. So in our case, in our search, we basically we will be using the ID or the ID of the student to search a specific record. So in here, for the field name, we'll be using the ID, which is the primary key. But if you want the last name, so you can just type here the last name instead. But in our case, we're using the ID of the student, so ID, then like, a pair of quotation, inside is the asterisk, the ampersand, then forms, and then exclamation, then the name of your form. So the name of our form here is the same name with our table, student info. So we will just type here student info. Info and the text box name of our search box. So in here, the name of our text box, as you can see, is text 38. So text 38. Then another ampersand, and then open and close with asterisk. So that's it. Right, so now let's test our form. Alright, so to test our form, again, select form view. Like that one. So we will be adding records to our database or to our table. So let's try Anna Vigas course year. Then this is the save button, save. Now if we select add record, it will remove all the inputs in every text box that we have. Then it will allow us to add another record. So we'll add JSON Rulo AMT 4th year, then save. We will add one more. So we have then save. So let's go back to our table. So again, we have 3 records with the following ID 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so let's go back to the form. So now we'll test our search text box or search box. Right, so I would like to update the record of student ID number 2, which is Jason Dertulo, by per or his name or his ID rather 2. As you can see, I will change the year level. Instead of 4th year, we will change it to 1st year. This is how you update, search, then click save. So as you can see, so from 4th year, the new level is 1st year. Now let's try the delete. So I would like to delete the whatever person under the student ID 1. So it is actually Ana Diaz. So we'll remove this record. So remove, yes. So when we go back to the table, our first record was deleted already. Alright, so if you have, that's it. If you have questions, you can message me or you can comment on Schoology. Stay safe.